Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted to have you here today. Today, we're going to explore an important topic in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Our focus will be on PICs GMP certification for pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities. In this presentation, I will walk you through what PICs GMP certification entails, why it's crucial, and how facilities can achieve and maintain this certification. So, let's get started and dive into this essential aspect of pharmaceutical quality assurance. Let's start with an overview of what PICs is. PICs stands for Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme. It's an international collaboration between regulatory authorities in the pharmaceutical industry. The main goal here is to harmonize good manufacturing practice, or GMP, standards and inspection procedures across different countries. By doing this, PICs helps ensure that pharmaceutical manufacturing meets consistent quality benchmarks globally. Now, why is this important? Well, PICs promotes cooperation among regulatory agencies worldwide. This cooperation is vital because it helps create a more uniform approach to ensuring high-quality pharmaceutical products. It's about building trust and reliability across borders. Moving on to the significance of PICs GMP certification. This certification is recognized internationally, which means if a company has it, it signals compliance with global standards. This recognition can really open doors for export opportunities because international partners and markets value this consistency and credibility. Additionally, having PICs certification enhances a company's regulatory credibility. It makes inspections smoother and more accepted across different countries, reducing delays and fostering smoother international trade. All of these points tie back to our overall theme of ensuring quality and trust in pharmaceutical manufacturing on a global scale. Now, let's take a closer look at the main objectives of PICs GMP. First, one of our key goals is to harmonize GMP standards across the globe. This means working towards consistent quality requirements no matter where a pharmaceutical product is manufactured. It's about creating a common language so that everyone is on the same page. Next, improving cooperation between regulatory authorities is crucial. When agencies work together more effectively, it enhances our ability to oversee and ensure quality across different regions. This collaboration helps us share information and best practices, ultimately strengthening our collective efforts. Another important objective is to strengthen inspection systems and regulatory quality. By doing so, we can make sure that inspections are thorough, consistent, and reliable. This directly contributes to maintaining high standards in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Of course, all these efforts aim to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of medicines. After all, our ultimate goal is to protect patients and public health by making sure medicines are safe to use and work as intended. Finally, PICs also aims to facilitate the international trade of pharmaceuticals. By harmonizing standards and improving cooperation, it becomes easier for companies to navigate different markets, ultimately supporting global access to quality medicines. Now, moving on to why all this matters. PICs membership and compliance significantly boost confidence worldwide in pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities. When facilities adhere to these harmonized standards, it reassures regulators, healthcare providers, and patients alike that the medicines they rely on are safe and effective. This global confidence is essential for building trust and ensuring the continued availability of high-quality medicines everywhere. Now, let's take a closer look at the regulatory authorities involved in this process. First, we have the PICs participating authorities. These are an international network of regulatory bodies that work together to develop good manufacturing practice, or GMP, guidance and inspection standards. Their collaboration helps ensure consistency and high standards across different countries. Next, we have the national regulatory authorities. These are specific agencies within individual countries responsible for overseeing pharmaceutical regulation. For example, in Australia, there's the TGA, while in Canada, it's Health Canada. Other key players include Swissmedic in Switzerland, the EMA authorities in the European Union, and MHRA in the United Kingdom. Each of these agencies plays a vital role in ensuring medicines meet safety and quality standards within their jurisdictions. Moving on, we have the CDSCO in India, which stands for the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. This is India's primary pharmaceutical regulatory authority, responsible for overseeing drug approval, manufacturing, and distribution within the country. Finally, we have the state FDA, which operates at the regional level. These authorities conduct local inspections and handle licensing activities, making sure that regulations are followed on the ground and that quality is maintained at every stage. All of these authorities, from international networks to local agencies, work together to uphold the integrity and safety of medicines globally. This interconnected system is crucial for maintaining high standards and ensuring public health. Let's take a closer look at the responsibilities of PICs participating authorities. One of the main roles is the harmonization of GMP inspection standards. This means working together to ensure that inspection practices are consistent across different countries, which helps facilitate international trade and maintains high-quality standards worldwide. They are also responsible for conducting GMP inspections, which involve thoroughly checking manufacturing sites to ensure compliance with established guidelines. Equally important is the training of GMP inspectors, ensuring they are well-equipped with the knowledge and skills needed to perform effective and consistent inspections. Sharing inspection information between member countries is another key responsibility. This collaboration helps identify potential issues early and promotes transparency, ultimately strengthening the global pharmaceutical supply chain. Monitoring compliance with PICs GMP guidelines is ongoing work, and it's essential for maintaining trust and safety in our medicines. Additionally, PICs authorities support international regulatory cooperation, fostering a global environment where best practices are shared and regulatory systems are aligned. Now, looking at the regulatory focus areas, certain key issues are prioritized to ensure the highest quality standards. Data integrity is fundamental. Accurate, complete, and consistent data are critical for making sound decisions throughout the manufacturing process. Quality risk management helps identify and mitigate potential risks before they impact product quality. Sterile manufacturing controls are vital for products that require a sterile environment, ensuring these medicines are safe for patients. Strong documentation systems support traceability and accountability, making sure every step is recorded properly. Lastly, pharmaceutical quality systems, or PQS, encompass the comprehensive framework that ensures quality is built into every aspect of pharmaceutical production. All these responsibilities and focus areas are interconnected and central to PICS's mission of promoting safe, effective medicines worldwide. Let's take a closer look at the responsibilities of the CDSCO and state FDA. Starting with the CDSCO, or the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, they play a crucial role in overseeing the overall good manufacturing practices, or GMP, across India. They ensure that the pharmaceutical industry adheres to high standards to guarantee safety and quality. A key part of their role is coordinating with international regulatory agencies. This helps align India's GMP standards with global best practices, facilitating smoother export processes and international recognition. Additionally, the CDSCO promotes the harmonization of GMP standards, which is vital for maintaining consistent quality across different markets. They also provide support specifically for export-oriented pharmaceutical facilities, helping them meet international requirements and expand their global footprint. Now, moving to the state FDA, their responsibilities are more localized but equally important. They are responsible for granting manufacturing licenses to pharmaceutical facilities, which is the first step in ensuring compliance. They also conduct routine GMP inspections to monitor ongoing compliance and identify any areas that need improvement. Monitoring local manufacturing facilities is a continuous process, ensuring that standards are maintained consistently. Finally, they ensure that facilities comply with Schedule M and GMP regulations, which are the specific standards set for manufacturing practices in India. So, why does all of this matter? Well, Indian regulatory authorities play a vital role in preparing facilities for international GMP inspections. Their efforts help ensure that Indian pharmaceutical companies meet PICs standards, which are recognized globally. This not only boosts confidence in Indian medicines, but also facilitates smoother international trade and export opportunities. Now, let's take a look at the eligibility criteria for PICs GMP certification. First, when we talk about facilities that are eligible, we're referring to a range of manufacturing units. This includes oral solid dosage units, which are common in pharmaceuticals, but also sterile injectable facilities, which require very strict control due to their sensitive nature. We also consider active pharmaceutical ingredient, or API manufacturing plants, since these are the core raw materials for many medicines. Biotechnology and biologics facilities are also included, reflecting the growing importance of advanced therapies. And finally, contract manufacturing organizations, or CMOs, are eligible, which allows for flexibility in outsourcing production while maintaining quality standards. Moving on to the basic requirements, there are some key elements that every facility must meet. First, a valid manufacturing license. This is fundamental because it proves the facility is authorized to produce pharmaceuticals legally and under regulation. Next, the infrastructure must be GMP compliant, meaning it adheres to the strict standards that ensure quality and safety. Qualified technical staff are essential because skilled personnel are the backbone of good manufacturing practices. Additionally, strong quality assurance and quality control systems are necessary to oversee and verify every step of the manufacturing process. Lastly, validation and documentation controls are critical. They help demonstrate that processes are consistent, reliable, and meet the required standards. All these points are interconnected and form the foundation for achieving PICs GMP certification, ensuring that manufacturing processes uphold the highest quality standards across all involved facilities. Let's walk through the application process for PICs GMP certification, starting with the first step, submission of the application. Here, the pharmaceutical company needs to apply to the relevant national regulatory authority that is recognized under PICs standards. It's important to understand that this application is the formal request to begin the certification process, and it requires a comprehensive set of documents. These include the site master file, which provides an overview of the manufacturing site and processes. Then there's the manufacturing license, which proves that the company is authorized to produce pharmaceutical products. A list of the products being manufactured is also necessary, along with standard operating procedures and quality manuals that detail the company's quality management systems. Validation reports are required to demonstrate that manufacturing processes are consistently producing quality products, and batch manufacturing records provide detailed histories of each product batch. Environmental monitoring records are also essential to show that the manufacturing environment meets cleanliness and safety standards. Moving on to the second step, fee submission. Once all documents are in order, the company must pay the applicable inspection and certification fees. This step is crucial because it covers the costs associated with the inspection process and the subsequent certification. Overall, this process ensures that only qualified and compliant manufacturing sites are certified under PICs standards, which helps maintain high quality and safety in pharmaceutical manufacturing worldwide. Now, let's take a closer look at the document review process. When regulatory authorities evaluate a facility, they focus on several key areas. First, they review the GMP compliance systems to ensure that the manufacturing practices meet industry standards. Next, they assess the facility's design and layout, making sure everything is arranged to support quality and safety. They also examine the quality management systems, which are crucial for maintaining consistent product quality. Documentation practices are another critical area. Authorities look at how records are maintained and updated. Validation and qualification systems are also inspected to confirm that equipment and processes are properly validated. Finally, they review personnel training records to ensure staff are adequately trained for their roles. The overall outcome of this review is that if a facility meets all these documentation requirements, it then proceeds to the next step, scheduling and inspection. This process helps ensure that only facilities with a strong foundation in quality systems move forward, reinforcing the importance of thorough documentation in maintaining high standards throughout the manufacturing process. Now, let's take a closer look at the PICs GMP inspection process, specifically the areas that are commonly reviewed during an inspection. First, deviation management is a critical area, as inspectors will want to see how you identify, document, and address deviations to ensure continuous compliance. Next is the CAPA system, corrective and preventive actions, which demonstrates how effectively you investigate issues and prevent recurrence. Complaint handling and recalls are also scrutinized, since they directly impact product quality and patient safety. Moving on to risk management procedures, inspectors will assess how you identify and control potential risks throughout your processes. Personnel hygiene and training are equally important, as they ensure your staff are qualified and maintaining a clean, compliant environment. During the inspection activities, inspectors evaluate various operations to verify compliance. They look at manufacturing operations to confirm processes are controlled and validated. HVAC and water systems are checked to ensure environmental controls are effective. Laboratory controls are examined to verify testing procedures are robust and reliable. Data integrity systems are reviewed to confirm data is accurate and protected from manipulation. Additionally, they assess cleaning and process validation to ensure procedures are effective and consistent. Warehousing and storage conditions are also inspected, since proper storage is vital to maintain product quality throughout the supply chain. Overall, these areas collectively help ensure your facility maintains high standards of GMP compliance and product safety. Now, let's take a closer look at some common inspection findings and deficiencies. When inspections are carried out, deficiencies are typically categorized into three main types: critical, major, and minor. Critical deficiencies are the most serious because they can directly impact product safety, efficacy, or patient health. Major deficiencies are still significant but may not pose an immediate risk. They often affect compliance or process robustness. Minor deficiencies are usually less severe and often relate to documentation or minor procedural issues. Moving on to common observations during inspections, you'll often see issues like poor documentation practices, which can undermine the integrity of quality records. Inadequate cleaning validation is another frequent concern, as it raises questions about whether cleaning procedures effectively eliminate contaminants. Weak data integrity controls are also problematic because they threaten the trustworthiness of the data used for decision-making. Deficient environmental monitoring can compromise the controlled environment necessary for manufacturing. Lastly, incomplete deviation investigations often mean root causes are not fully understood or addressed, leaving unresolved issues that could recur. Addressing these findings requires a structured approach, and that's where corrective actions come into play. Companies need to implement CAPA, which stands for Corrective and Preventive Action Systems. These systems help identify the root causes of deficiencies and ensure that effective measures are taken to prevent recurrence. By doing so, organizations can continually improve their processes and uphold the highest standards of quality and compliance throughout their operations. Let's look at this example scenario of a PICs GMP inspection. Imagine an Indian pharmaceutical company that manufactures sterile injectables going through a PICs-aligned inspection. Now, during the inspection, the findings showed that their sterile manufacturing controls were actually quite satisfactory, which is great to see. Their HVAC validation also met all GMP requirements, indicating good control over the environment. However, the inspectors identified some minor deficiencies in their data backup procedures, highlighting areas for improvement. In response, the company took corrective actions by upgrading their electronic data management systems to ensure data integrity and security. They also conducted additional staff training to reinforce proper procedures and compliance. Furthermore, they submitted CAPA, or corrective and preventive action, documentation to demonstrate their commitment to resolving the issues and preventing future ones. The outcome was positive. The facility successfully complied with PICs GMP expectations. This example underscores how thorough inspections and proactive responses help maintain high standards in pharmaceutical manufacturing. It also illustrates the importance of continuous improvement and adherence to GMP principles, which are vital themes in the overall presentation. Now, let's look at the certification and post-approval monitoring process. Once a facility passes a successful inspection, its GMP compliance status is officially confirmed. This means that the regulatory authority issues a GMP certification, which serves as formal recognition that the site adheres to good manufacturing practices. It's also worth noting that these inspection reports can sometimes be shared among PICs member countries, promoting transparency and mutual trust. Moving on to post-certification monitoring, this involves periodic inspections to ensure continued compliance, as well as ongoing surveillance activities to proactively identify any issues. It also includes investigating any complaints or recalls that may arise, which helps maintain product quality and safety. Additionally, continuous quality improvement programs are essential. They ensure that manufacturing processes evolve and improve over time, keeping standards high. Finally, I want to highlight the possible regulatory actions that can result from noncompliance. These range from granting approval or conditional approval to more serious measures like suspension or import restrictions. Such actions are taken especially in cases of serious violations, emphasizing the importance of maintaining strict adherence to GMP standards throughout the product lifecycle. All of this ties back to our overall goal: ensuring safe, effective, and high-quality medicines for patients worldwide. Now, let's take a look at the benefits of PICs GMP certification. First, for pharmaceutical companies, achieving this certification really opens up improved access to international markets. It signals to regulators and partners worldwide that your products meet high-quality standards. This greater acceptance by global regulatory authorities not only facilitates smoother approvals, but also boosts your company's reputation on a global scale. Additionally, it leads to the development of more robust quality management systems within your organization, helping you maintain consistent product quality and compliance. Another significant benefit is the reduction in duplicate inspections, saving time and resources, which means your operations can be more efficient overall. And of course, with these advantages, your business opportunities on a global level increase, allowing you to expand and grow in new markets. Now, beyond the business side, there are important public health benefits to consider. PICs GMP certification plays a crucial role in supporting the availability of safe and high-quality medicines worldwide. When manufacturers adhere to these standards, it helps ensure that patients everywhere have access to medicines that are effective and safe. So, in essence, this certification not only benefits your organization, but also contributes positively to public health on a global scale. So, to wrap up, PICs GMP certification really stands for a set of internationally harmonized standards in pharmaceutical manufacturing. What this means is that companies around the world can meet a common benchmark for quality and safety, which is a huge step forward in global health standards. Now, one of the key points is that PICs actively promotes cooperation and harmonization of GMP inspections across different countries. This helps streamline processes, reduces duplication, and ensures that everyone is on the same page when it comes to quality expectations. Supporting all of this are national authorities like the CDSCO and state FDA, who play a critical role in guiding and supporting compliance and inspections. Their involvement ensures that local companies align with these international standards, fostering trust and consistency. And of course, achieving PICs certification isn't just about meeting a checklist. It requires strong quality systems, thorough documentation, and a culture of continuous improvement. These are essential for successfully obtaining and maintaining certification. Finally, embracing PICs compliance can significantly boost international trust in your products, opening doors for export opportunities. It signals to partners and regulators worldwide that your manufacturing practices meet the highest global standards, which is vital in today's interconnected pharmaceutical industry. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. Feel free to contact us at any time. And with that, I want to thank you all sincerely for your time and attention today. Your engagement is truly appreciated, and I hope you found this presentation useful and inspiring. Thank you again.